5 years hence, this question, sixth one. 5 years hence, the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. 5 years ago, Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. What are their present ages? What are their present ages? Anyone want me to do the sixth question? Is there anyone who want me to do the thing? And please type in chat because I'm using a microphone. That's the reason. Okay, 5 years hence means after 5 years. Okay, correct. Hence in the sense after 5 years. Correct. So I'll do one thing. I'll do this question. Yes, I will do this question. Okay. 5 years hence, the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. 5 years ago, Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. What are their present ages? Correct. So what first thing, what do you have to find actually? Present age. Of whom? Present age of Jacob. That will be X years. Correct. And second thing will be what? Present age of Jacob's son. That I can take it as what? Y years, X years and Y years respectively. 5 years hence, the question starting itself, kindly see the thing. 5 years hence, the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. Hence means what? Later. Correct? So 5 years later. 5 years later. Correct? Jacob's age will be what? Jacob's age will be X plus Y, and Jacob's, this is my hence, okay, the hence, the later part. And Jacob's son's age will be also Y plus X plus 5, sorry, not Y, this is X plus 5. His age will be Y plus 5. Son's age, Jacob's son's age. Correct? And what will happen? Obviously, the age of Jacob will be what? 3 times that of his son. Age of Jacob, the question, age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. 3 times that of his son. So after 5 years, what will happen? There is X plus 5. This is after 5 years, okay? X plus Y is equal to what? 3 into Y plus 5. So if I want to write down here, I can write X plus 5 is equal to 3Y plus 5. Correct? Don't forget to put the bracket. Okay, 3 into y plus y, y plus 5. Clear? So x plus 5 is equal to 3y plus 15. So what is x minus 3y? 10. This will be my first equation. So this is the logic I'll be using here. So first part is over. 3 times that of his son. 5 years ago. Ago means minus. Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. Five years ago. 5 years ago, what is Jacob's age? X minus 5. He is 7 times that of his son, y minus 5. So x minus 5 is equal to 7y minus 35. Correct? So what I can write here? X minus 7y is equal to minus 30. Is this thing equation clear to everyone? Is there anyone who did not understand this? Did not understand this particular equation? 5 years ago, Jacob's age will be what? Percentage minus 5 years, right? Correct? And his age is 7 times that of his son's age. Now we have to do elimination or substitution, or we have to find the answer on this. Is it clear for everyone? Yeah. Either we have to do the elimination method or substitution method. Whatever method is there, we have to find the answer. That's all. So the logic is important. These two things are very important. This is the importance in this question. So 5 years hence in the sense before 5 years, 5 years ago in the sense later. So if I want to just write on a nutshell here, 5 years hence the age of Jacob, which I don't know, I can put X. Son age, I'll put Y. Correct? So 5 years ago, that is X minus 5. Correct? Will be 3 times in the sense 3 multiplied. 3 into Y minus 5. That is my first equation. Now 5 years ago, this is 5 years hence, sorry, should be plus. This should be plus. Okay. So 5 years hence in the sense after, that is later, 5 years later or after 5 years. So plus 5 years ago in the sense x minus 5 is equal to 7 times y minus 5. That is my equation number 2. So within 1 or 2 minutes, we can find the logic for this question. Okay. But just for explaining you guys, I just took this much time. Then later on, we have to solve it. These two equations, you have to solve it. So that there's all, and they got 40 years and 10 years. Okay. This particular thing. This one. So that we have to solve and get the answer. So can you guys just do question number 5th? Question number 5th. And then, yeah, question number 5th, and then let me know just the logic for question number 5. I don't need the whole answer. I need the logic. Question number 5. Yeah. Yeah, I'll zoom a little bit. Devsy, can you just rotate your maybe the mobile? Okay. If you can just rotate, no, I think it will come. Let me just do one thing. I'll do one more thing. Wait. Question number 5. Now I think it will be clear. What about now? Now is it fine, Devsri? Yeah. Now I just cut that thing small. Yeah. Sorry, I think. Just send me the logic to my WhatsApp. That's it. How many of you need help in this question? I think Devasri has given me the thing. Yes. 9 by 11, 5 by 6. Correct only. Devasri, excellent. Yes. Perfect, Devasri. Okay, Diksha is not getting the problem. Okay, fine, Diksha, no problem. Diksha, this is a very simple thing. Okay. Fraction means we all right know, right? What is a fraction? We all know the fraction thing, no? Correct? 2 by 3 is a fraction, 1 by 3 is a fraction. We all know fraction. Correct? So x by y is a fraction. So what is the numerator part? X is my numerator. Okay, y is a denominator. So actually, it's a very simple question. Do not get afraid by these terms. A fraction becomes 9 by 11. Nothing like that. It's a very easy question. Okay, so x is a numerator and y is denominator. We already know it till now. I think 6th standard or 7th standard. I think so. Correct. Now they're telling if 2 is added to both numerator and denominator, fraction becomes what? 9 by 11. So x plus 2 and y plus 2. It will become what? 9 by 11. Now is it clear? Is this thing clear? With the numerator I am adding plus 2 and denominator I am adding plus 2. The fraction becomes 9 by 11. Is it clear? Yes. Similarly, if 3 is added to the numerator denominator, fraction becomes 5 by 6, 3. So x plus 3 and y plus 3. It becomes what? 5 by 6. That is the logic here. Now what do you do? You have to cross multiply these terms. Correct? And then you have to do elimination method or substitution or any method of your choice to get the solution. Yeah. Now is it clear? The logic is this only. This is my logic. Answer, again, I'm telling you, answer, it's not about getting the answer. How many of you still did not understand logic? Please feel free to tell me. I think Arati has sent me the, yes, x plus 2, y plus 2. Arati, very good, correct logic. Yeah. Okay, correct only you did. The next line, you just, and do not be afraid to make mistakes. So once we do this, we can solve the problem. If everyone has taken a screenshot of this, everyone understood, I believe so. Correct? Is there anyone who did not understand? Diksha, now you got it clearly? Both the equations is perfect. Yeah, perfect. Getting the answer is not a difficult part here, okay? Yeah. Clear? So upon solving, we'll get the answer. Let me see. What is the thing? We are getting x as 7 and y as 9. X as 7 and y as 9. Okay, so these are all textbook questions only. These are all textbook questions itself. In this question, yeah, please listen this particular question. Okay, if I add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, the fraction reduces to 1. So x is the numerator and y is the denominator, right? If I add 1 to the numerator plus 1 to the numerator, subtract from 1 from the denominator, fraction reduces to 1. So it is not minus 1, it is just 1. Correct? Now, yes. The next one is very easy compared to this one. It becomes 1 by 2 when the fraction becomes 1 by 2 if we only add 1 to the denominator. Since x is kept constant and y, we will add 1. Did everyone got this logic? Yes. Perfect. So then we have to do what? Then we have to cross multiply these things and get the answer. This into this and this into this. Correct? We have to cross multiply and we get the answer. The logic is very simple. So the logic is something which we have to get it. And then upon solving, we'll get what? x as 3, x as 3 and y as 5. So fraction will be x by y, that is nothing but 3 by 5 respectively. 3 by 5 respectively, that's all. Yes. So please do this thing and let me know whether you get 3 by 5 as the answer.